There is a C-section. A C-section is when you get to court and they sentence you, you can choose C-section, which is protection section. So the guys that don't pick up number, the guys that are numbers that just don't want to be part of the gang anymore, they choose that section. And once a Fanelo finds out that there's 26s inside the protection section, he will call. Now what they do is they'll send knives down on a rope, like a little cage. So what they'll do is they'll take the blankets and the sheets and they will strip it into long pieces and tie it and make long ropes, and then the guy will throw it out the window. He will like swing it like a cowboy to the next window, and another guy will take a rope and swing it around that rope, and it will be pulled and passed on like that until it gets to where he's asked it to come to. So he asked for 4 knives, and obviously 4 26s were going to take the knives and they were going to stab the other 26s that were in the protection section. So that happened. They ended up stabbing a few 26 people that were in the protection section. When the warrant officers found out about that, everybody got beaten. All the 26s that were there got beaten, and the Fanelo got beaten. And now, because the Fanelo got caught and beaten, he has to now paga. So the next day, 12 o'clock, somebody's going to get stabbed again. So when you're going to go and eat, you have to watch your back if you are not a 26, because you are going to get stabbed. He has to draw blood. So they normally stab you on your head. It will be on the back of your head, or on the top of your head, or on your shoulder, on your arm, somewhere where they can't kill you. And yeah, so you can imagine that's how the cookie crumbles inside the prison. When you get sentenced, and you're supposed to be getting sentenced now to prison, you have a choice. When you walk into the cell, once you're in New Lock or you're in Westville, if you walk to the right side of the cell, that means that you've chosen to be a 28. So if you're a new person and you don't know this, you can become a without knowing that you're a. If you walk to the left side of the cell, you're a 26. There's no in between. You're either a 26 or you're a 28. And the way this 26, 28 happened was that there was 2 brothers that got arrested. Now the 2 brothers were black. The one was actually a racist and the other one wasn't. They did crimes together and everything, got sentenced together. So the 26, the guy that didn't like sleeping with other boys, he made this whole thing of canteen, crown and foolish. And then his brother was, so it's working a different kind of way. So the number was created that way. The one was a, and it's pretty simple. The one was a, the one wasn't a. You walk to the left of the cell, you're 26. You walk to the right of the cell, you're 28. It's something that you definitely need to know when you're going to go to prison. But my advice to everyone is that if you're going to be sentenced, or if you're watching this video, my advice to you is try and find out as much of the number as possible, because it will help you not only to survive, but it will help you to have an easier time in prison, because prison is it is as bad as the movies make it out to be. And another thing that I want you guys to know is that if you get sentenced, say for 6 years, it doesn't work like one day is one day. One day in prison is 2 days. So if you're getting sentenced for 6 years, that means that you're only going to be there for 3 years. And if you are on good behavior, it's like 1.5 years.